What's up, guys? It's Alex, or I don't know, it's gonna get pretty awkward because I don't know what I want to do for my intro or anything for this channel yet, so I'm just gonna put my computer right here and just introduce myself and just give a little bit of like a background of what I want this channel to be. What's up, guys? My name is Alex. If you guys do not know me, you guys probably see me on the BCD TV channel doing reactions. And what I really fell in love with during this quarantine is UFC. And I just love watching it every Saturday, to be honest, every Saturday and every Tuesday. And if you guys do want the Tuesday Night Contender Series, please leave a like and a comment down below saying that you do want the Contender Series. And I did do one for tonight's card. Or you guys probably are seeing this either Wednesday or tonight. But I had one for tonight's card, but I was too late at recording it. And I was like, you know what? I'll just give them the benefit of the doubt and I'll do it next week. I don't know what I'm gonna name this channel. Please leave me some ideas down below, but right now I'm probably just gonna name BCD UFC, just a little branch off from BCD TV, and have its own little section just so you guys can find everything easier. All my predictions will be on this channel. If you guys were from over there, thank you guys very much for following me here. And people who are new, my name is Alex, and this is for my channel for diehard MMA people. To be honest, I've only been studying UFC, like really studying UFC. Like when I say studying, like I watch every single fighter. Not every single fight, but I watch a lot of their fights. I do as much as I can to try to give me an edge on the fight. So if you guys really think my predictions are nice, leave me a follow. If you guys really want to tell, that's what it is. If you guys really want to tell my bets, let me know and I'll leave my bets in the description as well. Let's get into this match. So Sabina Mazo versus Justine Kish. To be honest, Justine Kish, me watching her, she does not amaze me. She has a basically torn to pieces knee. If you look at her knee, they were pointing her out in the last fight that it was 2 fights ago. That she just like, it doesn't look good. It looks like bionic. Like I bet you Michael Bisping has a better knee, and I bet you fucking Ben Askren has a better hip than her knee, and I don't like Justine Kish. She doesn't have enough volume for me. She doesn't really do much. But I'm really impressed with Sabina Mazo. I know she starts off slow, but you know, those are electric ass strikes. She has a good Muay Thai background. Those kicks are insane. But hey, she's not a pushover. That's another thing that I have in my notes right here too. She's not a pushover. She's gonna make you work for your win. But if Justine Kish can catch Sabina and set the tone and dictate the fight, that's a lot for Justine Kish to do. And that's why I'm really excited with Sabina. But if Justine Kish can do all three of those things, she can win the fight. But I just don't see Justine Kish even catching her. I don't see Justine Kish even leading the fight. I don't even see Justine Kish even outstriking her, to be honest. I think Sabina Mazo is going to come out here and get the dub, but I think the betting odds are a little too high for my liking. But I mean, I think I'm just going to pass on that one. I really just pass on all women's UMA. I really don't trust it, because if you guys look at the Shayna Dobson fight and the Shayna Dobson and the Maria Galapova, biggest underdog ever. Sorry for that burp, but biggest underdog ever. And she just went out there and like no one's business. Just weathered the storm, waited for fucking Maria to gas out. She took the dub. But that's my point on why I don't really like betting women's MMA, because it's just so unpredictable at sometimes. But moving on, Roosevelt Roberts versus Matt Frevola. I really like Roosevelt Roberts, to be honest. I'm really a big fan of Roosevelt Roberts. But Matt Frevola is a dog. I really like Roosevelt Roberts, and I really think that his last fight was a little bit of a, I'm not gonna say fluke, because it was just a little bit of a mistake, but I really like Roosevelt Roberts. I just don't think last fight really showed who he was. He's way more smarter than that. He doesn't put himself in those situations. He's really good on the ground and against the fence. So he really likes to keep his opponent against the fence and on the ground, smothering them, mauling them, and that's why I think that Matt Frevola is gonna get smothered here, and Roosevelt's gonna get the edge, because Roosevelt is gonna make it a street fight. Matt is a technical fighter. He does not like the brawling. I feel like Roosevelt, the way he's growing up, he knows the way he has to fight, and he's gonna fight that way. When Roosevelt Roberts fights Matt Frevola, he needs to dictate the fight. He needs to make it grindy. He needs to brawl with Matt Frevola. And Matt Frevola, if his chin could hold on, there's really nothing Roosevelt Roberts could do other than take him on the ground and submit him. But Matt Frevola is great at stuffing those takedowns. But yeah, I just think that Roosevelt Roberts is gonna be able to just piece him apart, brawl, keep him close. Why am I? That's a spray. Because it's gonna be able to keep him close, smother him, and just be good technical striking all the way around, and just have a bounce back fight. But a way that Matt Frevola could get this done is Roosevelt looks kind of vulnerable on his back. If you put him on his back, he kind of stresses out. He kind of gets like, oh shit, I need to get up. I need to get up. I need to get. Where's the fence? Where's the fence? Like, I feel like there's a lot of fighters that look vulnerable on the ground who don't just chill and just wait, just look for openings and then pop your hips out and get up. But Matt Frevola is crazy. But I just do think that Roosevelt Roberts is gonna make it a brawl and gonna make it grimy and show how Florida is. So I do have Roosevelt Roberts on this fight. All right, Barberena versus Anthony Ivy. All right. So I think this is a setup fight for Anthony Ivy. I think that Anthony Ivy is gonna come in here and try to throw a storm, and Bryan Barberena is either gonna weather the storm or is gonna get clipped. But at the end, Bruce Buffer's going to be saying Bryan Barberena is going to be taking this. And Bryan Barberena is just a better overall fighter. And that's the only thing that scares me about Bryan Barberena is his chin. If his chin is solid, I'm taking him 100%. I think definitely that this is Bryan Barberena's fight to win. He's coming off those 2 losses. They want to get him back up. And I'm really convinced that the UFC puts on lopsided fights, that helps out gatekeepers, that helps out people who are veterans. Like there's a fight later up in the card that I really think that they're trying to help out a certain fighter to be like, hey dude, this is like your last chance. If you can't beat this guy, then you're out. And I think that's what they're really doing with Bryan Barberena. If you can't beat Anthony Ivy coming in here, you should not even be in the fucking UFC, bro. We got Brok Weaver versus Frank the Crank Camacho. Shout out all the Franks in the world. We're the best. Frank Camacho versus Brok Weaver. I like Brok Weaver in this fight. I'm sorry to say it, guys. I do like Brok Weaver in this fight. What I saw from Frank Camacho, even though he came in overweight in the last fight and looked lethargic and he looked slow. They're gonna make it grimy, and I just don't think that Frank's gonna be able to do it. Brok went up against Roosevelt Roberts in his last fight. People are not gonna realize that Roosevelt Roberts is one of the tallest in the division. Brok is a big guy for the division. He just doesn't have volume. And that's the thing that I need Frank needs to come do, is just knock him out if Brok doesn't bring the volume. But Brok, I feel like Brok's gonna bring the street fight. Brok's gonna have the ability to take him down at the ground, and Brok's gonna have the ability to find the submission if need be. To be honest, Brok, I don't like him. I don't like him as a fighter. I like he doesn't do nothing. That's why I don't like him. Like I'm sure he's a cool person outside the thing. I'm not trying to get on the dude's bad side, but I just don't think he has enough volume, and I really want him to show it to me. So I am picking. So my notes say I'm picking Frank Camacho by 1. So that's like how I rank on how confident I am in that pick. I ranked it a 1, but to be honest, I think Brok Weaver is going to come out and get this done. Really, to be honest, I really think Brok Weaver is going to come out here and get this done. Frank coming out and getting knocked out by Justin James on a 2-fight loss streak. If he loses 1 more, he's out. I totally see that happening. I don't know why. I just totally see that happening. Bobby Green versus Alan Patrick. No. Bobby Green versus Alan Patrick. I really wanted to see if somebody was going to get mad at me for calling him Alan Patrick, but Alan Patrick sounds like a dope ass name. But Alan Patrick. Alright. So in this one, Bobby Green's going to come out here and try to brawl with this dude. Alan Patrick really just needs to get his cardio up. Really just needs to get a good base and a good game plan, and just work Bobby Green on the ground. I just really think that Bobby Green is not going to be able to stuff every takedown from Alan, and Alan's really good at just mauling his opponent like a Khabib. If I ever say that you are a mauler, I put you in that same category as Khabib, where you just put the opponent on the ground, don't let him up the whole round, win the whole round, and then eventually win all 3 rounds, and then win the fight. So I just think Alan Patrick is finally is going to have a bounce back fight and get the dub, but I just think Bobby Green he's on a hot streak right now. He's really on a hot streak. And I really wanted to pick Bobby Green. He's really a good underdog that gives you good fucking chances. So I do like Bobby Green in this instant, but I gotta give Alan Patrick the edge just because Alan Patrick is just gonna maul him. Gonna maul him, keep him close, suffocate him, and just stick to the game plan. Hopefully he has a good game plan going in there, because coaches, I don't know sometimes. The coaches set him up for failure. Alright, Julia Avila versus Sijara Eubanks. And I just think, I have a weird feeling they're trying to set up Julia for failure. But I just don't think that Julia is the fighter Maria Agapova is, because if you guys all saw, Maria Agapova did lose in the Dana White Contender Series, so she wasn't crazy, hasn't been beaten. She got beat before. In this case, Julia Avila's only loss is by a hand injury. She dislocated, I think it was her index finger, her ring finger. I think it was her ring finger. And that was her only loss. So to be honest, she's 8-0 in my eyes, and Sijara Eubanks is mediocre at best. I don't think that Sijara Eubanks is that good of a fighter. I just think she's a placeholder for one of these for the ranks. Like, you see this girl, she was good at flyweight, couldn't make the weight, had to move up to bantamweight, can't really survive in bantamweight. Yeah, she got the dub last time, but against Samurais, come on, dude. I had Samurais in that fight, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even know fucking MMA at the time. Like, really know MMA at the time. But like, I just see Julia Avila just coming in here and putting on a clinic and just coming in here on short notice. Sijara's opponent fell out last week, so thanks for Julia Avila gonna come in here and come kick your ass. You should go dig her for that. But I do take Julia Avila with this one, and the odds are pretty good, so I might just take Julia with those odds. But Sarge, I have a small feeling, might come out here and knock her out. But let's see. Matt Schnell versus Tyson Nam. And you guys are probably gonna hate me for this one, but Matt Schnell versus Tyson Nam. To be honest, a lot of people say that Matt Schnell is washed up. A lot of people are saying that Matt Schnell lost his chin. The way that he got knocked out by a flyweight doesn't look too good. But I'm really gonna still side with Matt Schnell. Tyson Nam, he's faced good competition. And last time, he fought somebody making their UFC debut. And of course you knock out somebody making their UFC debut. I would hope you're knocking out somebody who's making their UFC debut. Going the distance with Sergio Pettis and Kai Kara France. Seems that you are a threat to be reckoned with, but I just see Matt Schnell. He's going to be too fast for him. He's going to have way too much volume. Tyson Nam's not going to be able to match it. Tyson Nam's chin's going to be left open. And I just do think Matt Schnell's going to get the victory either by the decision, by having more volume, or knocking him out. But Matt Schnell just needs to protect his chin. That's the only thing on here, is that if he can just protect his chin, Matt Schnell can definitely be top 5. And I'm sorry for everybody saying that, but look at the tape. Just look at the tape. Matt Schnell is actually fucking pretty good. I like Matt Schnell. I really like Matt Schnell. But Tyson Nam has power in his hands. You've seen it in the last fight. Tyson Nam does have power. I just don't see him getting it done here. I do like Matt Schnell as a fighter, but there are some question marks, and he needs to answer those question marks before you can put him in the top 5. But him being what, 9? That's 4 spots. That's fine. Tyson Nam's not even top 15 yet. And I know you guys are gonna say, but Tyson Nam hasn't beat somebody in the top 15. The rankings are bullshit. Matt Schnell has obviously showed that he's done it. Tyson Nam's only knocked out somebody making the UFC debut, so I don't want to hear it. This is still Tyson Nam's prove it fight to me. So let's see how it goes. But I'm taking Matt Schnell. Tell me what you guys think down below, and we'll argue, and we'll have a good little. To be honest, guys, I'm the type of person that will let you argue and let you win. I really don't care. I really love learning about MMA and really love learning about every art as a whole. And yeah, let's put it down below. Now I'm gonna take my friend's advice over at Gambling Addict. Go follow him if you guys already. I watch him, I watch Clint, and I watch MMA Guru. Those are the 3 people that I really watch. But go follow Gambling Addict. He's one of my favorite channels, and I'm really gonna do a smoke break right now before we do the main event card. Shout out to UFC Gambling Addict, my fucking guy. I always like watching his video, and I always enjoy smoking with him as well. So shout out to him. Alright, Billy Quarantillo versus Kyle Nelson. Billy Quarantillo is definitely going to come in here and just have a buffet. Kyle Nelson, I just think, is a gatekeeper waiting to get his way out. He's just racking up money at this point, being a little test dummy for all these people going up the ranks, going to be a top 15 competitor. But Billy Quarantillo is going to come in here. He has great power in his hands. He's a good striker. I do have Billy Quarantillo by decision. So that's a good bet that I'm going to have, and I'm going to lock in. Billy Quarantillo by decision. If you guys want to know any of my bets, follow my socials down below. I will be posting them there, or just DM me and I'll tell you all my bets. I'll send you all the screenshots and all my stuff that I'm doing. I normally do a bunch of $5 to $10 bets, and I cover my bets. So it's like if somebody wins, I at least cover my bets. So it's like I hedge them. I hedge my bets. So, but if I break out, I break out. So I like to just cover myself because I like that security. But I just think that Kyle Nelson, he's good. I'm not saying he's going to be a punchy bet, but he has good, powerful strikes. He comes out fast. He has a lot of power in his hands. I just don't see him getting it done, to be honest. He doesn't have a lot of experience. He struggles with people with experience, and I think Billy Quarantillo is one of the most well-rounded fighters that I've seen in that division. And Billy Quarantillo is going to come out with the decision and move up on the ranks. So next match we have Ed Herman versus Mike Rodriguez, and I've seen that this fight is a little bit of controversy with Ed Herman coming in here, going up against Mike Rodriguez. Everybody's saying that Ed Herman is gonna come in here and knock out Mike Rodriguez, but I just think Mike Rodriguez is gonna come in here and show that he's been working on his Muay Thai and show that he's been working the clinch. If you see in his last fight, his knees are lethal. That clinch, he's very powerful in the clinch, and I just think that Ed Herman's chin's not there no more, and with that long reach, I think Mike Rodriguez is gonna at least clip him a little bit, and with those clips, I think it's gonna come with the knockout. And but hey, it could easily go the other side. Ed Herman could easily come out here and show his UFC experience to come and just knock him out. It's really all up to Mike, it's all up to Ed. If Ed wants to show up in the first round, Ed's gonna win. If Ed doesn't show up in the first round, I think Ed's gonna get knocked out. It's gonna be a really fast match. I think under 1.5, to be honest, but I'm not gonna put that out as a bet, so don't quote me on it. The Billy Quarantillo fight definitely go to the decision. I definitely have that match in a bet. You guys could definitely tell me on that. On Roxanne Modafferi versus Andrea Lee. Alright, so thank God this match, I mean, thank God that it got moved out of the main event, but good thing that we don't have back-to-back of these main events in the co-main event, because I was going to be pissed having to watch it, but having the co-main event, Ottman Azaitar versus Khama worthy, we'll get to that next, but sheesh. But Roxanne Modafferi versus Andrea Lee, people don't know that they did fight before in Invicta. Roxanne did get the better of her in that match, but I do think Andrea Lee did grow as a fighter. She's so much quicker than Roxanne. Roxanne is getting older now. I think the time's winding down that she needs to set down and probably retire on top if she does get the win. She's done it for so long. That's really all she knows. So Roxanne Modafferi is kind of like that walking zombie that she's gonna go in there. She's gonna do what she does. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And she doesn't really fucking give a shit. But Andrea Lee, I think she's grown more as a fighter since their last fight. So I think Andrea Lee is the quicker, more technical fighter, and is gonna be able to piece up Roxanne. Is gonna be able to have more volume, unless Roxanne's gonna be able to smother Andrea like the first fight and get her on the ground and keep her on the ground and just basically control her for the whole round just to win. So that's the thing for Roxanne. Roxanne knows that if she just controls the round for 2 rounds, she wins. And I think that's what Roxanne knows, and that's what she's good at. So I think Andrea Lee just needs to stuff those takedowns and stuff to control and get out, control the fight. Andrea Lee's gonna walk away with this win easy. I don't know if I'm gonna bet it because I saw the lines like -300, but I was like, fuck that. Sheesh. I was not gonna bet no -300 on somebody who already lost to Roxanne Modafferi. If you lost to Roxanne Modafferi, you need to go. I'm not saying Roxanne Modafferi is a bad fighter. I do like Roxanne Modafferi, by the way. And I did take her in the last fight. But if you let Roxanne Modafferi manhandle you woman handle you. I don't want to call her a man because she's a nice woman. But if you let a woman handle you, you need to really think some choices in your life. Khama Worthy versus Azaitar. I'm gonna side with Khama Worthy on this one because Khama Worthy is so fast and so electric, and he's just seen more, he's done more. He's been in there with more competitors, or with better competitors than Ottman. If you see Ottman and compare the opponents, I think that Khama has the tougher schedule. And he's 2-0 in the UFC, and I just don't think that you're gonna stop what he's doing because he's fighting for his family. I just don't think that you could really beat him at his point right now. I think Khama Worthy's unbeatable. Not unbeatable, I'm just saying that right now he's at a point where he's just on the scale. But I think that him going up to the co-main is gonna give him a little bit of the jitters. Let's see how he handles being in the spotlight. But let's see, because he was a big underdog the first time, but now he's the favorite. So let's see how he is. The first time Khama Worthy's being the favorite, let's see if he pulls through. But I might sprinkle a little bit in on Ottman Azaitar because Ottman Azaitar, he does have those powers in his hand. And I think that if he touches Khama doesn't have that strong of a chin. And I'm not saying that because I don't like Khama. I do have Khama winning the fight, but I just think that Khama's lost some fights due to knockout or by punches. Let's see. Yeah, he's been knocked out before. Yeah, he's been knocked out 5 times. He's been knocked out by Kyle Nelson. He's been knocked out by Kyle Nelson. Of course, Ottman Azaitar had a chance. Of course, Ottman Azaitar had a chance. But I gotta side with Khama Worthy. And there's a reason why they're putting him up to the co-main event. And I think Ottman Azaitar is gonna have a little bit of that Munir Laziz effect. But, fuck, dude. I don't know. I'll commentate this fight, most definitely. Definitely I'll commentate this fight. Moving on to the main event, to my baby, the MILF of the hour. I love her. I love her mom mentality. I love her being a MILF. She's my MILF. Soon to be. I'm just joking, Michelle. All respect to you. I'm just joking. You could beat me up. But, I do have Michelle Waterson taking this fight. I do think Angela Hill is a little overrated instead of overkill, but I do think she's gonna come into this fight ready to kill because she got that loss from Claudia Gadelha, where she felt that she got robbed. I don't know if she got robbed. You can swing it both ways, to be honest. You can say Claudia won the first 2 rounds. You can say Angela won the last 2 rounds. You can say everything you want. At the end of the day, Angela Hill has that mark on her record that she is 1 loss. But if Angela Hill comes in here looking for vengeance, I do see it be a hard time for Michelle Waterson to get the win. But with, oh, you want to come see me now right when the main event's trying to start? What are you doing? What do you think, you're a lapdog? Hi, Rain. This is my dog, Rain, for everybody who doesn't know. She'll probably be making appearances here and there because she's I don't know. She's sensitive. She needs to be loved every couple of hours, or if she feels like she's not loved. Rain, yeah. Alright, get off. Go. Let me just finish this last one. Go. Angela's 6-6 in her second stint of the UFC, and I just don't see her really becoming a champion. So I really don't see. I just see her more as a gatekeeper as I do as a champion. So I do think Michelle Waterson is going to come out here with the win. If you guys want to know my bets, please follow my socials down below and I'll be posting them on there. Or just DM me and I'll just DM you all my picks. And yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me. Go follow everything down below. Like the video. Help us get to 100 subscribers. And thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.